I don't know what that was. What's up, 3% gang? It's London and Kush, and you're on London time. Pull up on me. So this is the first time I'm gonna be reacting to his music or hearing his music. I was gonna do a reaction a while ago to a song that he did, but it was in my react to folder and I never actually reacted to it, so I never actually heard it. So this is gonna be the first one that I heard. But from what I heard of the other time, like the other song, the lyrics were a lot different. They're more lighthearted and stuff. Meanwhile, this one, because I read of the lyrics, I wrote like a brief overview of what I took away from it. Please correct me if I'm wrong, or if there's any lines that stick out to you that you want me to know, you feel like it's necessary to know, important. I'm just gonna quickly read the overview of what I got from it, from the translation that I had, which was Google Translate. He says some Russian in this, like he'll put some words in there that are Russian, and then in the hook, the first half is Russian, but then the rest of it is German, from what I can discern. I'm not like going into depth or details or anything. He might have said some other things, but this is just like the main points of what I got from it. Okay, first verse. So he was born in 1991, not into poverty, but what he did have was lost when he was a child due to the war between Russia and Chechnya. Did I say that right? I'm not sure. There was a lot of villages, suburbs, and cities of Chechnya under heavy artillery fire and air raids, so he had to live in a bunker for years. His mom was sad. His grandpa showed him how to be strong and was strict due to everything that was going on. His grandpa died, but he's still very grateful for him. I don't know if he said this in the song, but it was in the notes on Genius. So, yeah. During the war, a lot of people died, and one of those people was his cousin who lost his life in a minefield. During this time, when he was a child, he worked and brought money home to his family. The pre-hook, even though he sinned to bring money home, it was worth it. He doesn't regret it. When he started getting more and more money, people came around him, and a lot of those people that he thought were his friends betrayed him. Now the hook. The first half is in Russian, but I think he says the same exact thing in German. Correct me if I'm wrong, or like basically the same thing, but this is what I got from it. To give oneself away does not mean to sell oneself. Not to sleep next door does not mean to be unfaithful. To take no revenge does not mean to forgive everything. Not to be near does not mean to love. Not mean to not love. Those are all facts. And then yeah, basically the same thing again, but in German. Now verse 2, he's basically talking about how he overcame these hard times, and because of that he views himself as a real man. And people tend to, the translation, it said exaggerates what he does. Now this part I'm just going to read the note that someone said, because I think that they said it really well from what he was saying from some of the lines, which is that often content creators or YouTubers, streamers are associated with the stereotype that their workload is very low and the revenue is unfairly high. Let me just say that's false. I probably make 1/10 of minimum wage, so.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Yeah, and the people that do make it big, obviously there's the outliers, but I feel like so many people put so much work into it and are working for years before they get really big and something happens and they're actually making a steady, good income from it. For me, for example, I wouldn't want to do anything else, well, besides music. That's why I started YouTube, but like in terms of content creator, because even though it can be such a stressful job, and oftentimes I'm working till 3 a.m., even though you guys don't know or don't see, it's like I'm doing other things, and then I am still trying to get videos out every day for you guys, and lots of people will be like, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done this? And sometimes that could just add to stress, or when people just hate a video and then you messed up or something happens. I've seen some of his videos. I don't understand them, but I can see that he does put work into them. So like, I agree with him on that.
2,000 years later.
I'm gonna continue on. The next part of the comment that was in the Genius lyric comment thingy, MOIS, I'm probably saying that wrong, lets us see through that he puts a lot of time, effort, and work into his profession. MOIS, I really think I'm saying that wrong, says many people do not tolerate success and wealth / prosperity, do not allow success and to fail, to share defeat and setbacks. That seems like the translation was a little bit lost right there. That wasn't the lyrics, by the way. This is just a comment about the lyrics to like deeper explain them, so it's not just the lyrics. I still got the takeaway from that. And he wishes that he had more time with the people that he loves because he's so busy with everything else. And then pre-hook 2 is he'll continue to move forward even when there's hard times, like the ones that he's faced in the past or new ones that come along. And then it's the chorus again. So this is a lot deeper from the last one, because I did read the lyrics. I just never reacted. This is my first time. I'm glad that it's gonna be a deeper song. Play. I like piano. Did he go back to his hometown?
Es war 1991, ich wurde nicht in Armut geboren, aber was wir hatten, haben wir seit Jahren verloren. Mama weint die ganze Zeit, weil die Kohle nicht mehr reicht, also zeigte mir mein Opa, wie man kämpft und sein kann. Mit der Zeit, als ich sah, warum Opa so streng war.
Just so you guys know, I'm gonna listen to his other song after this, just because I want to see the difference in the vibes, because I know that you can't judge based on one song. Also, because I feel like it's such a different vibe that I need to listen to that too, just to get more of a sense of him as an artist. Because he is a YouTuber, like he started as a YouTuber, right? He didn't start YouTube to do music or anything like that, right? So far, I really like the video and everything that he's showing in it. I like how he had, I'm pretty sure that's his younger self, right? With his grandpa and in the bunker that he used to live. I don't know if that's the exact bunker, but you know what I mean. And from the German songs I've heard, it is very storytelling, like the ones I've heard. The vibe of it, with the beat and how people talk when they're doing the storytelling. I think he's doing a nice job. This seems like a very high quality, like I wouldn't be like, this is a YouTuber if I heard this. Like the whole YouTube stereotype, like, oh, YouTubers that do music. One, I think that's stupid. I just don't like to judge based on the like YouTuber stereotype, because I feel like people set the bar really low for YouTubers when they make music, but some YouTubers are way better than the artists that are out. Obviously, there's the ones that made the stereotype possible by making just shit music. Jake Paul, what? But there's ones that are actually really good, so I'm not judging based on that. And so far, like, I wouldn't have been able to tell. I wouldn't have seen this video and been like, oh, he's probably a YouTuber, because what is this? Like, this is good.
Seit dieser Zeit kann ich vieles aus Instinkt. Ich war damals noch ein Kind, der das Geld nach Hause bringt. Ich hab jahrelang geackert, die Familie ernährt, wurde viel zu oft verraten und von Freunden gefickt.
Plus, I think this is really good for his audience, because I keep saying from what I can discern, but like actually, literally that's the only thing I could think of to say. Anyways, from what I can discern, I feel like he's really goofy on his videos, or he talks about like sillier things and he's sillier with it. So he's getting really deep here from the lyrics that I was able to kind of go over. And I think that's always good to show these sides of yourself, because that really opens you up and like makes you closer with the people that are watching you or listening to you. For example, when Mero did his deep song, he was still being goofy. There was only some parts where he was being serious, but even in that song, like, he was being goofy and dancing and stuff. So we weren't even, I feel like everyone wanted to see that side of him, but he wasn't fully opening up or showing it, which some people can't. Some people don't know how to do that or don't want to do that. That's fine. But if you're gonna do a song like that, I feel like that's what you kind of need to do. So I like that he's also matching the emotion and tone, like through the video of the song.
Dann wird es Zeit, aufsteh dagegen, bleiben Krisen, heißen wahre Männer, überwinden diese Zeiten. Alter Feld, altes Geld, ja, ihr findet's übertrieben. Aber wenn ihr wisst, der Dacker 24/7. Ich wollte Zeit und Zeit mit Familie und Freunden. 1, 2 Brüder, die mich lieben und mir treu sind. Alte Freunde reden.
There's some things though that he's doing, like the twig, it's like, yeah, just grabbing it. Where he's showing his emotion, where it's like, you know, like the gate that you just push down. Are we in a soap opera? But it's just what it reminded me of. I don't know, not that they push gates down, but you know, like the dramatics, the dramatics, I don't know how to say it, of it, kind of reminded me of that. But still, it's better than being goofy for something that's this serious.
Und ab heute geh ich diesen Weg zu Ende wie schon damals. Einen Schritt, noch ein Schritt, steh ich schon seit Tag 1. Alte Klingen rosten, aber keiner hier verbiegt mein Eis.
I like the emotion that he showed in it, like you could hear it in his voice. That little boy they cast is so cute. Like, he's so small. Because that seems real. And I don't know if he went back to, like I said before, I don't know if he went back to the actual bunker that he grew up, but if he did, or around it, or the area, which I'm sure he at least went to the area, it probably does bring emotion. So that's probably like a lot of real stuff that he's feeling, you know, because that was his life when he was growing up, and he did experience some hard times. Definitely. Like, I've never experienced anything like that, so I can't imagine. So I feel like a lot of the motions that he is doing, besides like the gate throwing and the twig throwing, because what does that do? Besides those, they're real. Like right there, you can see it. The book's turning by itself? Wait, what happened? Does he have a kid? Does he have a kid? I thought UFO had a kid because of his picture, and I was like, oh, dad bond. And then he didn't have a kid, so that was awkward. Does he have a kid though? Okay, let's just go see his other song so that I can get a sense, since I never heard that. Oh, it was with San Diego? See, this is already so different. Just 1 second in and I know. I've reacted to San Diego before. Isn't San Diego, like, doesn't he have 2 names that he goes by, depending on, like, the personality that he is? Not like that, but yeah, like that. See, now here he's tying girls up. This is way different. This is way different. This is how I really judge people, because this is like this is what I like listening to. I like the more hype stuff. Does he have more songs besides just these 2? Probably, right? Does he? I don't know. I don't like the beat, so I wouldn't listen to it, because that's everything for me is the beat. It's too like EDM-ish, clubbish for me, which is, I like the more like real trap beats. I like how he said laid back. Shut the fuck up, neighbors, please, please, please. I'm dying. You're killing me. Keep going. Keep going. That's what I thought. What is going on in this? I'm actually liking this a little bit. I wouldn't listen to it all the time, but I probably would be in a club feeling it. I don't go to clubs, but if I happen to find myself in one, I'd feel like the, you know how they go like, or whatever, and then builds up, and then you're like, yeah, bum, bum, bum. You get what I'm saying. But the video of the girls being tied up, that's disturbing. Where were we? Oh, it has like the boom, 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 like the womp, womp. What did I just say? How did I just say that? You know exactly what I'm talking about though, so I'm not even gonna try and re-explain it, because we already know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then too bad for you. Like the need to meditate. How are they tied up? And like most of the girls are like, what the fuck? And then there's that one girl and she's like, wait, but like let me look hot for the camera though. Yeah. See, like she's crying and the other girl is acting hot. Not acting hot, but you know what I mean? She's like what I just said. Those are way too different feelings about what's happening. I think the other girl's slightly a little bit of a freak, you know what I'm saying? Nothing bad about that. A boss bitch. No, no, no. They're doing the Fortnite dance? Is that the person that's on everyone's profile picture? I can't really tell from that. I'm really confused at what's happening in this video. There's girls tied up, they're doing Fortnite dances, they all have a meme face on. It could be someone else, but that's what I'm just gonna think that it is. Yeah, I'm just really kind of confused. What's happening? That one guy grinning with the beard and the bald head. My camera died, but we're back. So that video, I can see how people like it if they like the EDM stuff, And I feel like it's definitely the beat for that. That's just not what I listen to, so that's not my area of expertise, so I couldn't even really comment on the quality of it, if that makes sense. So either way, I feel like if I were to guess that it's obviously good quality, I mean, the video was good quality. I'm not gonna say that I liked the video because I didn't really get it. I read the lyrics when this came out, like 5 months ago. Once again, I just never ended up reacting to the song. I just wrote out the lyrics, and I remember it being very vulgar. But what's new with rap songs, I guess? It wasn't anything that like shocked me or anything, but the video, yeah, I'm really glad that he did the video, the 1991 song, because that was a different story. I feel like you just see a different side of him rather than this like, yeah, I'm tying girls up and doing the Fortnite dance.
I'm a challenge and I know that I'm damaged and I know that never try to hide the demons inside of me. Never try to fight them, you'll see it if you lie to me. Got a lot of crazy eyes, but you'll never see me cry. Crazy mind, overthinking all the time.